Hey guys, alright, so today's review we're going to tackle the House of Calvin Klein, their latest release, and that is Calvin Klein Reveal for Men. So this is the men's version. There is actually also a female's version as well. So this fragrance was launched in a few places late last year, December of 2014, and it's scheduled to be a wide release later this month here in February. I actually came across this one at the Bay earlier in January, and I was very surprised, very glad that I came across this one. Alright, so Calvin Klein Reveal for Men, there are 4 perfumes, but I'm not going to mention any of them. There's a few big names in there. So the main accords are aromatic, balsamic, woody, fruity, green, and aquatic. Alright, so the top notes, so there's a number of notes in this fragrance. So the top notes: crystallized ginger, mastic, pear brandy, and African horn melon, with the mid being suede, clary sage, and something called agave nectar. The base is tonka bean, vetiver, organic Haitian ochre, and golden amber. So what I decided to do is, since I was in New York a few weeks ago, I got the opinions of some of the reviewers there on this fragrance. Let's see what they have to say. What do you get out of it?
Citrus, but it's a little dark and boozy. It's real sweet. It's probably it's decent. I drink tequila. I get tequila. And I have tequila? Rum? I smell a little bit of the rum, but I get more like a tequila vibe to it. Yeah.
Do you like it?
Surprisingly, yeah. I don't know if I own it, but it's nice. It's decent.
And would you recommend this one?
I would recommend it to most people that ask me to recommend them a fragrance. Yes.
What's up? So we were just sprayed with Calvin Klein Reveal.
Yeah. So what do you guys get out of this fragrance?
I get like a very light citrusy licorice vibe out of this one. But more I get like a citrus tone, not too heavy. Yeah, citrus, like a tangerine kind of citrus. No, I don't know.
I agree about the licorice kind of smell. It smells sweet.
Yeah, definitely.
It's definitely sweet.
Yeah.
It smells pretty good.
Lemony, kind of lemony also. Yeah.
Perhaps a little synthetic smelling.
Do you guys like it?
It smells okay.
Definitely.
Like with my nose right up to my wrist, it's a little much. But I think somebody wearing it in a nice little cloud around them, it would smell good.
Would you recommend this one?
I would. I say
definitely would for the lighter seasons. Absolutely.
Okay. Is there any other notes that you can get out of it?
Besides like a lemon, like a licorice tone in the opening.
Yeah, something anise or something.
Yeah, I could see that.
Is that
like
possible?
Though slightly.
Well, it smells okay. Not my personal taste, but good for somebody out there.
All right, so this is Rob. So Rob sprayed it on his hand. So what do you get out of this one?
Right away, the opening of this fragrance is definitely sweet. It's almost like a candy sweet smell. It's drying down now a little bit. I'm starting to get the middle notes. It definitely has like a sweet, like citrus smell. It has a little bit of a woodsy kind of background to it. I could see where there's probably a woodsy base to this once it dries down or finishes drying down. It's very nice actually. So for me, what I get out of it, it's a very refreshing fragrance. To me, it smells very youthful. You know, I don't know if this was something that I would wear. I personally like more masculine, more mature scents, but that's just me personally. It's definitely a youthful.
But would you recommend
fragrance.
it though?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's very nice. Very nice.
So Steven, what do you get out of this one?
It has like a nice kind of sweetness to it, kind of like a nutty, sweet, almost herbal vibe. I don't know if it's like geranium or mint or something, but it's very bright and sweet. I think it's a nice scent for a designer. I think it's a really nice scent.
Do you get anything else from it though?
I think once I give it a chance to dry down, maybe I can see it potentially getting a little bit sweeter, but as it stands right now, it has like this kind of minty overtone to it. I think it's actually quite nice.
So you like it? Would you recommend this one?
It really all depends on what the wearer's personal style is. If they're into fragrances that are a little bit on the sweeter side, yes, I would recommend it. If somebody is looking for something a little bit more upscale, I would probably say search elsewhere. But as far as the Calvin Klein fragrance in a new release, I think they're trying to go with what's popular in the industry at the moment. So they're definitely following the trend.
Okay.
So what do you get out of this, Al?
It smells.
And you gotta be.
It smells clean, but sweet at the same time. What am I getting at? It's clean, fresh. You gonna say something? You say I gotta be honest, or?
Be honest.
Yeah, no, I'm being honest. It smells like I've smelled this before.
Okay.
This is from Calvin Klein, right?
This is their latest release.
Calvin Klein kind of DNA in there. I like it though. It has a clean, a little bit of sweet kind of vibe to it.
Okay. Would you recommend this one?
I probably would. It smells kind of safe, but it smells good at the same time.
I could smell it from here.
Safe but good.
Scent alone, would you buy a bottle?
I probably would. I'll be honest, I probably would. I'm not gonna I still buy a lot of designer fragrances. I respect Calvin Klein, and I actually like this. I probably would.
All right. So what do you get out of this, Max?
This is very nice. You get a nice marine note, very aquatic, but it has body. A little sweet, some woods in the background. It's very nice.
You like it?
I like it.
Would you recommend it?
Definitely recommend it for gifts, for Valentine's. I think a guy would love this. Very nice. You can wear it casual. You can even wear it like dressed up. It smells very nice.
You get anything else from it though?
Aquatic notes, some woods, something sweet in there, maybe some herbs, something mossy. It's very nice. I like
So
it.
we got everybody's take on this one. So it pretty much got an all right across the board. However, Freddie Photo One later texted me later that day telling me he did not like this one because it dries down to an aquatic, and Freddie does not like aquatics. I also mentioned to him that, well, he was getting a bit of a boozy note, like a tequila sort of bit, and I whispered to him that it was the rum. I was actually wrong. It's actually the brandy. Al, Fragrance Fanatic, liked this one so much that he ended up buying a bottle actually and tagged me in one of the Facebook groups. So what I get out of this, in the opening I get a very strong, almost sickly type of sweetness. And then it tones down a few minutes during the dry down. The sweetness for me, however, lasts pretty much the entire duration of the fragrance. I also get a lot of fruitiness and also get a little bit of the brandy. This really took me by surprise. I wasn't expecting much from the house of Calvin Klein. This fragrance, however, does have the typical Calvin Klein DNA, but it has a bit of a twist. I have not come across too many Calvin Klein fragrances that have a bit of a boozy note, except for the Calvin Klein Encounter, which I have. However, this one is actually blended a lot more. I think that this is a casual fragrance, perfect for day and evening. It really took me by surprise, as I stated. This is a casual, it's fun, it's flirty, it's got that youthful vibe that a lot of the Calvin Klein fragrances have. When it comes to ages, I find for the most part, whether it's the fashion or the fragrances, Calvin Klein for the most part, however, caters to the younger market. And I would typically say 30 years and younger. But a lot of the fragrances that I think are old manish in a sense are like fragrances that I grew up with, like CK1, Eternity and Obsession, that sort of bit. This one here, because of the brandy, I think that it could be used for all ages. It does have that youthful vibe, but an older guy such as myself or even 50 can wear this one. This actually gained a lot of positive points from the people that I asked what they thought on this one. It did not gather any negative comments except for maybe one or two. So longevity, now let's face it, a lot of the Calvin Klein fragrances that we smell don't last worth shit. All right, so for most part, people, they get anywhere from 3 to 5, 6 hours if you're lucky. This one here, I was not expecting much. This one really took me off guard. I got 10 hours easily with this fragrance, maybe 11 hours at the most, but I did get 9 to 10 hours, 4 hours of projection, and the sillage really wasn't that bad. I don't normally ask for people's opinion on the sillage, but because a lot of my coworkers know that I'm a fragster, they were able to smell this one before I even asked them what they thought. So what they thought, now the ladies really like this one, so if you want a compliment getter, if you want a fragrance that's going to get you some compliments, I think the Calvin Klein Reveal for Men is actually a good choice for that. They thought it was pleasant, sweet, sexy, sensuous, delicious, fruity, and one person thought it was too strong. The guys saw the ladies' reactions and they thought very positive as well, so they decided that they like this one as well. Now when it comes to the bottle presentation, it's really nothing spectacular. I find that a lot of the Calvin Klein bottles are kind of, you know, okay, so let's continue. I'm losing my train of thought here. This is metallic. It comes with a magnetic cap with Calvin Klein Reveal for there. So what I don't like about this, even though this is magnetic, comes off quite easily actually. The magnet's not very strong. Really loses points on that one. What makes up for the magnet is actually the sprayer. The sprayer is actually great. So when it comes to occasions on this one, it's not the most versatile fragrance, but I would not wear something like this to something formal at all. I think that this would be a great date fragrance, going out fragrance, because it does smell a little bit different from some of the other fragrances out there. I also think it's great for school. I think that this would be a great school fragrance for those guys that are looking for something that's going to get them compliments, but also is going to last the entire day. And I do think that you can use this for work. Seasons, I think that you could use it all year round, but because it's a very sweet type of fragrance, I wouldn't really want to wear this on a hot summer day. It's definitely going to be overpowering you, but also the people around you. However, this would be a great summer night out fragrance when it's a little bit cooler. So prices, because this came out this year, you're not going to find a deal. Hopefully you're not going to find a bit of a deal on this one just yet. And what I mean by that is, I find that a lot of the Calvin Klein fragrances, they just go right to your bargain bins at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Winners, that sort of bit. This fragrance they put a lot of time and effort into this fragrance, and I hope they market it just right. Like Gucci did, like, put a lot of advertising in their Gucci Guilty line, and I hope Calvin Klein does this one as well, because this here is a step in the right direction for the house. I think that they could really make a name for themselves once again. I don't know about like the 90s, because the 90s were like CK1 and their jeans were known. If they put the right time and money into this and advertise it properly, I see this one being a big seller. So the 50 ml that I got was actually from the Bay, as I stated. They come in 50 and 100 ml. So at the Bay, you're going to spend $72 to $92. The American department stores, I think that you guys will pay anywhere from $60 to $80. So guys, that's pretty much it for Calvin Klein Reveal for Men. Alright, so guys, I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.